is prohibited.
Andy Dalton, Taysom Hill enjoying their little moment on that New Orleans sideline. Saints 10 unanswered, and we are all tied here in Cleveland. So great to have you with us on Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Spiro Ditas, Jay Feely, Aditi Kinkabala, Gene Steratore, our producer Jason Ross, Chris Fenson, our director, rest of our terrific CBS crew. Short kick fielded by Jerome Ford, crosses the 25, gets close to the 30-yard line. Aditi has been brave in the elements, and she just spoke with Kevin Stefanski. Aditi, what do you have?
Kevin said that the wind is more significant than anyone realizes who's not actually on the field, especially going towards the dog pound, which is what the Browns are doing right now. He told his team at halftime, 30 more minutes, whatever it takes, and he told me another turnover would be helpful.
All right, Aditi. Kevin told us this week they started monitoring the weather forecast Sunday morning just as they started to put the game plan together, just to make sure we were ready for this weather. Watson, boy, sold that fake well. Of course, this is a little bit different of a week, Saturday to Saturday as opposed to Sunday to Sunday. Stefanski said he woke up Sunday morning and took out his trash thinking it was Monday. But then quickly gathered himself.
I just appreciate that he's the one taking the trash out of his house. That's right.
That was impressive.
Got to stay humble, even as a head coach in the NFL.
Stefanski trying to get this Cleveland franchise back into the playoffs. And it is an uphill climb, needing to win out and then some help. Watson again, selling the fake well. Underneath, this is Chubb. First down and more on the catch and run out across the 40. Forced out of bounds there by Chase Hansen, who steps into a bigger role with some of the injuries that they have at linebacker, namely no Pete Werner for the Saints.
Yeah, and he's a big loss because he has played at a Pro Bowl level. When he's in there, they're a different offense. Now, Ellis has played really well in place of him. They have talent at that linebacker position, but Werner's a big loss.
Another option play. Watson starting to pick up some steam now. Gets just inside Saints territory. They pick up 9, but this has been the biggest part of the story for the Saints. Just decimated specifically, Jay, on that side of the football.
Yeah, and this is a team that the defense has led this team. That has been why they've had success over the last couple of years, is because of this defense, and the injuries have caused it to struggle this year. They have not played as well as they wanted. They certainly haven't gotten the turnovers, that they are used to. 18 interceptions the last 2 years, only 3 this year.
Here's Chubb. Lowers that shoulder, and specifically the run defense, Jay, which had been such a staple the last couple of years for the Saints. That's been one of their Achilles heels as well, with the limited takeaways as well.
Yeah, they're a top 5 run defense the last 5 years, and this year, they're around 20th. So it's hard. I think the injuries are a big reason for that. It's because it's hard to put your finger on it and say this is why they have struggled, because they have talent on that team, and they have the coaching staff defensively. Dennis Allen was the coordinator, now he's the head coach.
Third and short. This is Hunt going backwards. And that time the run defense up to the task. What a push for New Orleans. Right up the gut. Cameron Jordan and Shy Tuttle.
That's a huge stop. I mean, just watch this inside, get penetration, and create a wall where Hunt has nowhere to go. You get the pressure inside, you get edge pressure outside, not allowing him to get outside, and that's a big stop for that Saints defense.
How good has Cam Jordan been over the years for this defense? Huge play for the Saints. Just as the Browns offense was starting to pick up some steam. A tremendous field position. Booming punt. And Shaheed taking a knee as they'll have it just inside their 10-yard line. 41 yards on the punt by Bojorquez. All tied on CBS.
At the Home Depot, we have the tools to make holiday magic, especially when it comes to getting the perfect gift. For all those project-doing, technology-loving, holiday hosting, tool organizing, woodshop working people in your life. and gifts for everyone else in between. Only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
New series now streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus.
All right, the reason why your dishes aren't as clean as you like isn't your dishwasher. It's the detergent. I recommend Cascade Platinum, and in your routine, let's watch it work. Only Cascade uses Gone as a built-in pre-rinse system. It rehydrates dried-on food, lifts it off, and breaks it down for sparkling clean dishes the first time. Okay, who wants to start? Just scrape, load, and we're done. Cascade Platinum. Scrape, load, done.
You're helping her study for a geography test. When a burger with steak, butter, and bacon sounds like the best, she's about to find out you can't read a map. Hey, Sonic steak, butter, bacon, cheeseburger.
Sonic.
Take a picture.
I'm stuck! Is that a new iPhone?
Yep, I just got the new iPhone 14 with its amazing camera at T-Mobile.
Wow.
For a limited time at T-Mobile, get 4 iPhone 14s on us and 4 new lines for $25 a line.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the Home Depot. How doers get more done. T-Mobile. Coverage beyond the expected. And by Sonic. This is how we Sonic.
So this is Andy Dalton's 18th meeting against the Browns and the 11th different quarterback that he has faced. And it was interesting, we asked him to name all 10.
He did pretty good.
He got 8 of them.
Yeah.
I was stunned. He needed a couple of hints, Deshaun Kaiser and Cody Kessler, but that, I have to say, that was impressive. As we rejoin you from Cleveland on this Christmas Eve, just off Lake Erie, Saints, 10 unanswered points if you've just joined us. Chase Winovich on the tackle of Kamara. Jay, how have they fought their way back into this game?
By running the ball, by being physical and take advantage of that offensive line. Both of these defenses have struggled at times stopping the run. And the team that does a better job in the second half is going to win. It's that simple.
We've seen a healthy dose of Taysom Hill. He's back onto the field here on 2nd and 6. No Chris Olave, no Jarvis Landry for the Saints.
You haven't seen Taysom Hill throw a ball yet. Every time he moves over now, you got Kamara under center.
Takes the direct snap, taking on tacklers as he crosses the 15-yard line. And not clock running. You expected this game to go quickly with all the running from both teams, as we are now 5 and change left and a big 3rd and 2 coming up.
Didi appreciates that down on the sidelines.
Didi as tough as they come, working the sidelines for us. With real field temperature 15 below 0 if you've just hopped on with us.
We haven't called Myles Garrett a lot. Obviously not a lot of passing situations. He's just waited to gain a great pass rushers run the ball.
Kamara doesn't get it. Grant Delpit among the tacklers. What a game he's putting together.
Delpit made a nice play. So did Deion Jones. Watch 54 come in here late. Get in the backfield. Here you're trying to get Kamara up. Here comes Delpit. He's in there. There's Deion Jones coming in from the other side. They meet at the running back for a big stop for that Browns defense.
And Jordan Elliott also there for the Browns. So Delpit had the pick earlier. And a first down saving tackle there. Donovan Peoples-Jones dangerous in the return game. Jones breaking the initial tackle, crosses the 40-yard line. And Deshaun Watson will have good field position for a 2nd straight drive. But can they generate some points? 53 yards on the punt by Gillikin.
This the biggest bounce of the summer.
Hey, if you're coming and come down, play. If you feel too shy, then watch for me. Watch for me.
Shake it. This the biggest bounce of the summer. If you ain't coming, that's a bummer.
Watch for me.
This the biggest bounce of the summer.
These moments don't last forever, but Duracell can make them last longer.
2 full meals, $5.99 each. Whopper Royal Crispy, 2 fries, 2 drinks. Double them up or mix and match. Whatever you want, we're into that. BK, have it your way.
Everybody's talking about So Help Me Todd.
Must be nice to be perfect.
It's exhausting. Catch up on So Help Me Todd, now streaming on Paramount+. Showtime.
Whatever we stepped into, it's big.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Very happy that you feel comfortable here.
NCIS 3-hour crossover event, January 9th on CBS.
Get breaking news,
blockbuster trade,
highlights, and instant reactions. It's all sports all day long. CBS Sports HQ. Watch anytime.
Hey, football fans, join Nickelodeon in the NFL for the most wonderful slime of the year. The Denver Broncos taking on the LA Rams in the Nickelodeon NFL Nickmas game, Christmas Day, 4:30 Eastern only on Nickelodeon. Well, your kiddos are a little older, but I can see you getting in front of the couch.
Oh, we'll be watching
tomorrow night. Check that out.
After we have a big old snowball fight back in Michigan, if I make it back. Took me a little while to get down here.
It's good to have you with us after Jay's travel woes. If anyone follows him on social media, good to have you here next to us, partner, in the booth. 1st and 10 as they begin just outside the 40-yard line. Watson climbs the pocket. Underneath, there's a marker thrown from the backfield to Nick Chubb. There's Caden Ellis on the tackle.
Holding offense, number 78. 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
That's Jack Conklin.
He's frustrated because it looks like he slips. Look at the top of the screen. Conklin doesn't grab him and rip him down. It just looks like he slips. You know, he's like, what can I do? Passano's coming in, and he slips, and I got hands inside. He falls down, and you call me, and Jack Conklin wasn't happy with that call.
Well, it's been a good week for Conklin. The reports yesterday of his 4-year contract extension worth north of $60 million, and also selected this week as a Pro Bowl alternate. With a 10-yard penalty against him there. This is Chubb trying to get some of it back. Out to the 40-yard line, takes a hard hit. Daniel Sorensen and Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle. One injury update defensively for the Saints. Justin Evans questionable to return with a shoulder injury. He made the start for Marcus May, and so now they're starting to get a little more thin, Jay, on that back end.
That's why Sorensen's in there and playing now. He's got a lot of veteran experience, been with the Chiefs for a long time, so he knows how to go out there and play and understand this defense and what his coordinator wants him to do.
And of course, the Saints playing a 10th straight game without the services of Marshawn Lattimore. Watson's pass broken up and intercepted. Picked off. And the Saints in business. Sorensen, incredible. Always seemed to be Johnny on the spot with the Chiefs. Doesn't waste time putting his imprint on this game.
Deshaun Watson had a lot of time in the pocket. This ball was a little inside. Bell didn't get across as quick as Deshaun thought he would get across out of that break. Goes off his hands, similar to the Andy Dalton pick in the first half, and Sorensen's right there to get the interception. It's a big play now for that defense. Getting a pick, I talked about it earlier. They only had 3 interceptions on the year. That's their 4th interception. It's a team that had 18 interceptions the last 2 years.
13th pick of his career, 35 yards on the return by Sorensen. And boy, how quickly this game has turned for the Saints. Taysom Hill, minimal pickup on first down. As suddenly Cleveland playing on its heels.
Well, sudden change. You got to come out as a defense. Your offense throws an interception. Come out here and get a stop. Force them to kick a field goal. Nothing guaranteed in the kicking game in this kind of conditions. So as a defensive unit, Joe Wood's got to find a good call and try to come up with a stop against the Saints offense.
Taysom Hill stays on the field on 2nd and 9. The give to Kamara. Slips inside the 15-yard line. And that clock running. We come up in the final 2 minutes. Tackled in the play by Taven Bryant. 3rd and 8.
It was a nice play to get penetration, get in there, grab a hold of the legs and bring him down and bring up 3rd and long. This is a situation you want to be in. They probably would still run the ball here and not put the ball in the air and risk an interception. You've seen a couple interceptions today on deflected balls. Just a tough day throwing. But you got an empty backfield with Dalton.
Saints have only attempted 11 passes.
Juwan Johnson's in the slot.
Dalton over the middle, completes. Right on cue. That's Johnson inside the 5, and it will be 1st and goal, Saints.
He's just fun to watch this guy develop. Johnson, they put him in the slot. Just a quick continue to get the ball out of Andy Dalton's hands quick. There's Johnson. There he is. Easy completion. Sits down in the window. I went back and looked at my notes, though, and just kind of read what Sean Payton said last couple of years about Johnson and developing him and what he thought he could become. And he really has developed into the player that they hoped and thought he could become.
Back to the ground game with Kamara. Bounces off a would-be tackler, and he's in for the Saints touchdown. The New Orleans Saints, back from 10 down, have scored 16 straight and have taken their first lead of the day.
Well, just a really good job by Kamara. The vision, understanding where the cutback is, and then he gets hit in the backfield, runs through that. Poor tackling for the Browns, something that has plagued them throughout this season. Not being a great tackling team. Should have made the play at the 5-yard line in the backfield. Don't make the play, and Kamara makes him play.
So much talk of the limited number of touchdowns for Kamara this season. In fact, it's only the 2nd game all year in which he has a rushing touchdown. His 3 previous all came in 1 game. All made possible off the interception by Sorensen. And then it is Kamara doing the rest. Bangs it in for the Saints, who've got their first lead.
You ready for an adventure?
2023 on Disney Plus. It's going to be quite a year. New stories.
This is just the beginning.
Definitely. New faces.
Peter Pan?
Were you expecting someone else? And some familiar ones, too.
Hang on.
Like this handsome fellow.
A little over the top, don't you think?
There's only one place that's home to all of this and so much more. Disney Plus.
I've got that blue sky. I've got that sunshine.
So is this stuff really fresh?
Yes. I mean, yeah, we don't have freezers. It's definitely real food. And we always have fresh stuff coming in. I mean, this is the best guac that you can get.
Fresh is what you stand for.
Definitely.
Some people like to talk into microphones. We prefer dropping them. The MDX Type S, a new era of premium performance.
Hi, Dr. Rick. It's Julie. Just leaving you a voicemail. My number is 618-437-7425.
Okay.
It's for
Can
something
anyone
else.
tell me what Julie did wrong there?
You gotta repeat the number. I mean, no one's ever gonna get it the first time.
Nope.
Didn't leave her last name.
No, the phone tells you who called.
She didn't mention a good time to call her back. How am I supposed to know when to call her back?
No, she just shouldn't have left a voicemail. 9 out of 10 times a text will do.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car. And by Disney Plus. Stream all your favorites and more only on Disney Plus.
Well, these fans in Cleveland are something else.
Easter Bunny's a little early, isn't he?
Anything to keep you warm in this kind of weather. But how about the New Orleans Saints down 10-0? They've scored 17 unanswered. Looks like Daniel Sorensen will have to aid on the kick. Those gusts of wind, 25 to 30 miles per hour down on the field here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. It has been nasty off Lake Erie. This is Ford breaking one tackle. Ford off to the races. Forced out of bounds close to the 40-yard line. Terrific return by Ford. Finally forced out by Alante Taylor. Next Saturday, it's a college hoops triple header beginning at noon Eastern. Louisville will tip things off against number 19 Kentucky. That'll be followed by Oklahoma State and number 4 Kansas. And then we'll head you out to San Diego State taking on UNLV to cap off the triple header. It's all next Saturday here on CBS. Turnovers, 1 interception thrown apiece, and both off deflections if you've just joined us. Cleveland Browns just 30 yards of offense in this quarter as we go downstairs to Aditi.
Well, that touchdown certainly revitalized the Saints bench. I had a player say to me before the game, I miss my dome, and Cam Jordan had told me yesterday, I wish we hadn't flown in a day early, because if we couldn't get in, then maybe the NFL would have moved this game. But I'll tell you, the fact that the Saints are gutting this out, you can hear players on the bench encouraging each other. And this defense, Cam Jordan also said, having a head coach who's a defensive head coach, that means we don't ever have short shrift to our defense. We need to carry this team.
There has been a sense of desperation to Didi on that Saints sideline to get this one. That pass intended for Njoku, a little bit high. But the Saints adjusting their travel plans, as Aditi just reported. They've been here since Thursday. Will they be leaving here with a win? That's the question. We head to the 4th in Cleveland. Saints in front of the Browns, 17-10 on CBS.
One Bounty versus 2 of the leading ordinary brand. 1 sheet of Bounty absorbs more than 2 sheets of theirs. And the winner is Bounty. 1 and done. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Means the return of new episodes of Ghosts.
Adding this to my Ghost Notes. This is huge.
A new Ghosts, Thursday, January 5th on CBS.
The Kennedy Center Honors, Wednesday at 8/7 Central on CBS.
The future. The way you see it is said to depend on where you sit. At X-Chair, we think it also gets down to how you sit, which is why our technology is light years ahead. With our groundbreaking LMX technology, bringing hot, cold, and touch into one extraordinary seating experience. At X-Chair, we've got our eye on the future of work, so you can focus on the present. Visit xchair.com to find out how you can own an X-Chair for only $20 a month. xchair.com.
I started experiencing some slight symptoms of ED. She asked me, do you love me anymore? And so I knew I had to do something about it.
I came across RexMD, and you go online, you answer the medical questions.
The medication is at my house within a couple of days.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
It's literally life-changing.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
Get started today with RexMD.com.
Melissa and David were childhood sweethearts.
I had a crush on him like 7th grade. And all throughout high school.
But this holiday season...
You really want to help sell this place? Only if you work with David.
I don't do DIY.
Are you afraid to get your hands dirty?
An unexpected home renovation job will rekindle their romance.
Let's go show them what we've been working on.
With a little help from HGTV's Ben and Aaron Napier.
I never stopped thinking about you.
A Christmas open house on Discovery Plus. Stream for $4.99.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
First Energy Stadium, Cleveland, Ohio. Christmas Eve. There's your scores. We begin the fourth quarter. 17 straight for the Saints. But a pivotal 3rd and 7 here. Watson from the gun as they work from just inside their own 45. Watson throws near side, completes. Cooper, first down, Cleveland. Jay, we were talking about the play calling from Stefanski. You didn't like what they had run on their previous 2 second downs, but that time Watson delivers a strike.
You had to throw there 3rd and 7, you figure, but you were into the win on the previous 2 second downs. You threw the interception on the deflection on the one, and then the incompletion. Surprised they didn't keep it on the ground there. Utilize this offensive line and Chubb and the legs of Deshaun Watson. Get back and allow him some designed runs.
They pick up 12 to Cooper. Fresh set of downs for Cleveland now inside Saints territory. This is Hunt. Tripped up. We'll pick up a couple. Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle. Told you what's at stake for both of these two teams in an absolute must win, really, in their remaining 3 games, including this one. And then both will need a whole lot of help around them. Saints 1 game back behind Tampa Bay atop the NFC South. And the Browns 2 off the pace as they chase that final wild card spot in the AFC. 2nd and 8. Watson protected well. He's going to take a chance. Incomplete, too much. Looking for Cooper.
Again on 2nd down, throwing it, and I get why you want to take the opportunity to take a chance and go down the field to Cooper and try to keep that or catch that defense looking in the backfield. But now you have the wind at your back. It's hard to control that ball when you're throwing it when the wind is whipping from behind you. It's hard to control how deep you throw it, the trajectory you throw it with. You can see that ball just kind of sail on it.
All the touchdowns we've gotten in this game have been scored going in this direction, as the Browns now play with the wind at their back. 3rd and 8. Watson again protected. Incomplete. Got a tight window right over the outstretched arms of Bradley Roby, looking for Njoku, and it's 4th down.
I just don't get when you have this offensive line, that's the strength of your team, and running the ball. The Saints have struggled stopping the run. Why you are passing as much as you're passing right now. 3rd and 7, yeah, you got to do it. But to take a shot, again, that's 3 second downs in a row that you're throwing the ball when you're not in a situation where you had to throw the ball, and then you put yourself in 3rd and long because of the incompletions, and then one of the times it was an interception.
So the Browns have to punt here. Just over a minute gone by in the 4th quarter. Bojorquez has been a busy man, now kicking with the wind at his back. Fair catch signaled by Shaheed. And the Saints are going to have it right around their own 10-yard line. 32 yards on the nicely placed punt by Bojorquez. Browns down 7.
COVID-19. Some people get it, and some people can get it bad. And for those who do get it bad, it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, asthma, or smoking. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, don't wait. Ask your healthcare provider right away if an authorized oral treatment is right for you.
I am your ghost of Christmas presents. Like a Christmas carol? It's gonna be quite a ride.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he's definitely. Nope, he's fine.
He's good.
Well,
Wow,
none of it's real.
Rated PG-13.
Now, save up to $1,000 and get iPhone 14 Pro on us at AT&T.
If I could be.
Giving is never small when a gift says so much. Etsy has it.
The Grammys, live Sunday, February 5th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
True Lies premieres March 1st on CBS.
Attention, attention. No more games. Beauty is pain, so I take aim. We ain't the same. You lame, I reign.
Happy holidays on this Christmas Eve from Cleveland. There's your score, 17 straight by the Saints. Dennis Allen and company trying to get one here on the road in Week 16. You see what the Saints have done now. They've scored on 3 of their last 4 drives. Offense starting to push the right buttons with Pete Carmichael. We've seen a good, healthy dose of Taysom Hill. And Andy Dalton, Jay, since the pick, 4 of 4 for 34 yards. Again, efficient. But they begin here with Hill. Let's keep Kirkwood in motion. This is Kamara. But slowly but surely, the Saints starting to build their confidence.
Yeah, and I like what they did with Taysom Hill. Putting pressure on the defense, being physical. Defense getting a nice big stop there on 3rd and short. And then the interception was huge by Daniel Sorensen. And the ability to finish, get the end zone from Kamara.
And Sorensen was only in the game because of the injury to Justin Evans, who made his 4th start of the season. But Evans dealing with the shoulder injury. So in comes Sorensen, and a couple of plays in, gets the pick that turns the game. David Johnson just back to the line of scrimmage. It'll set up a 3rd down coming up. Well, Browns will love nothing more than to force a 3 and out here. Early stages, 4th quarter.
Yeah, it was a big stop by Ragland to get in there, and you can see the NFC South standings right here. Carolina's winning big in their game. Atlanta's losing. Tampa plays later today out in Arizona tomorrow.
Yeah, that game will be in Arizona tomorrow night. And there will be a lot of TVs tuned into that one down in New Orleans.
Well, can Myles Garrett get home and make a play? We haven't heard much from him today.
Dalton from the gun on 3rd and 4. Over the middle, he finds Kamara. A lot of green grass in front of him. Huge play for the Saints. MJ Emerson finally on the tackle. They pick up 29.
Myles Garrett almost got home. He was coming off the edge up here, and Andy Dalton got it out just in time as Kamara comes out of the backfield. Right inside, right there. Nice little move. A good throw by Dalton, and then look at the space. Huge play from the Saints.
That's where Kamara has been so lethal in his career. We haven't seen those big plays from him this season. But what a time there to get one from Dalton. So Dalton now to the sideline. Hill back on the field. Wanting that quarterback power, bounces it towards the outside with 11 and change now left in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, and if you're Joe Woods, you got to get a little bit more aggressive defensively. You got to start stacking that line, not allow them to beat you running the ball, especially when Taysom Hill's back there. They haven't thrown it once when Hill's been back there. Start sneaking those safeties up, get up there, stack the line, and try and force them to beat you over the top.
So Joe Woods, can he push the right buttons now with this defense? 2nd and 8. Hill running the read option, but that Cleveland front was not fooled. And it will be 3rd down. This Cleveland defense, all their issues the first 10 weeks of the season, Jay, much better of late. But this is the biggest 4th quarter that they'll play this season.
Yeah, they need to make a stop. They need to come up. Nice play there by John Johnson. Again, bringing up 3rd down. The 3rd down. Last time it was 3rd and 4. They hit Kamara out of the backfield. Dalton back in.
Dalton 8 of 13. You see what they've done on 3rd down. Can they get one here on 3rd and 7? Dalton off the seam, and it is broken up and incomplete. Keith Kirkwood nearly had it. What a recovery on the back end of that Cleveland defense.
Excellent job by Greg Newsome coming in and knocking that away, because it's a perfect throw by Andy Dalton. The Browns bring 5. Dalton gets rid of the ball. Nice pocket. It's there. He's got it in his hands, and Newsome just comes back. Watch him knock this ball out. Very good job by Newsome.
Just brilliance from Newsome and Keith Kirkwood, whom they just called up from their practice squad. 3rd time that he's been called up this season. Had what nearly would have been a miraculous catch. 5th punt of the day for Gillikin. Can't do it much better than that, as they will mark the Browns down. 40 yards on the punt, and Gillikin's strong day continues. Saints by 7 on CBS.
How can you tell which one's the better deal?
Bring in Dad from Sarasota.
Dads are great, but let's say, show me the Carfax value. You'll get the most accurate price based on the vehicle's accident history. Shop at the all-new Carfax.com.
I believe in miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing, you.
Your love story's got this whole town hooked.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tammy Wood. Hands together for George. Just like tears in a baby's eyes. Just like the stars.
Can't stop her. She's not the stopping kind.
You make me an honest woman.
You bet.
We go together.
I just love singing with y'all.
We go together like storm and rain. Just like the fire that needs a flame. Just like the picture needs a frame.
George and Tammy.
We go together.
Now streaming on Showtime.
'Tis the season to switch to Verizon. It's your last chance to get our best deal of the year.
Tis?
Tis. They'll give you the new iPhone 14 Pro.
Amazing phone.
This holiday season, Verizon gives you the new iPhone 14 Pro that's in stock now. Plus an Apple gift, like Apple Watch SE, iPad, and Beats Fit Pro, all on us. That's a value of up to $1,900.
Wow.
Act now. It's our best deal of the year, but it ends soon. Visit Verizon today.
At Domino's, next time you order 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for $6.99 each, you could be in for a shock. Because Domino's is now delivering pizza with new electric vehicles across the country. With hundreds of EVs on the road today and hundreds more to come. It's good for pizza delivery and better for the planet.
You're good. I'm great.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Domino's. Get great deals on pizza, bread, twist, chicken, desserts, and more. Verizon, the network you deserve, the savings you want. And by Bud Light, who reminds you to drink responsibly.
Well, it is cold and nasty. We saw reports of waves of 7 to 10 feet on the shores of Lake Erie. 3rd coldest game on record for the Browns. Just incredible. 9 and change as they begin here right around their own 10-yard line. They begin with the pass. Watson to Peoples-Jones. And interesting to see the play calling here from Kevin Stefanski down the stretch as they play in a 7-point hole.
Yeah, I think this offensive line, if they had their choice, hey, trust us. Run the ball. We're going to move the ball. We're going to get first downs. We're the strength of your team running the ball. This team is not great against the run. Put it on our backs to get it. They want to run the ball. That's what offensive linemen always want to do, but especially in a game like this with these conditions.
Back to the ground game. This is Chubb. Usually a good idea, putting the ball in his hands. Shot out of a cannon as he picks up 19.
Watch as this develops here. As you continue to go along, watch the hole right here that develops. Look how big of a hole that is. Chubb not even touched getting through to that second level, and that's why you continue to run the ball.
Longest run of the day for the Browns. See what he has done in fourth quarter is just wearing defenses down all season. Here he comes again, looking for more. Just always seems to break that initial tackle. So much power in those legs, Jay. Finally brought down by Sorensen.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't understand going away and trying. It's tough to throw the ball today. So your strength is running the ball. Your strength is your offensive line and Nick Chubb. And then now you can dial in some runs with Deshaun Watson. Get some misdirection going. Try to utilize his legs. Move the ball with the legs of your quarterback and your running back.
Suddenly it's a healthy dose of Chubb against this 23rd ranked rushing defense for the Saints. Carl Granderson among the tacklers for New Orleans, and a big third down short coming up. Told you about this Cleveland offensive line. They get Ethan Posick back today, back off IR earlier this week, coming back from the knee injury. What do you do here if you're Kevin Stefanski?
Well, you could certainly go with your wide zone that is the staple of your offense, or you could go play action and let Deshaun Watson use his legs.
Play action. They're going to throw it. Watson, marker thrown, flushed out by Granderson, and he throws it out of bounds. And now we check the flag from Brad Rogers.
Was left uncovered. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, fourth down.
Here's a similar situation that we saw before. A penalty on third down. You can see over here, this is where the penalty happens, but a similar situation that you had before for Dennis Allen, where he had to decide if he wanted to take the penalty and back him up or make it fourth and short. He took the penalty last time and they got it. He makes it fourth and short here, and now Cleveland is going for it again. They have more conversions, first in conversions in the NFL on fourth down with 20 conversions this year.
Stefanski rolling the dice. They're going to throw it again. 4th and 2, incomplete. And Watson wasn't even close.
I don't like it.
Looking for Peoples-Jones, and the Saints get it back. Up 7 with under 7 minutes left.
You have 3rd and short, and you go play action and stay in the pocket and throw it. 4th and short, and you try to throw it again. I don't get the play calling.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, owner of Mint Mobile. It's the holidays, and the big wireless companies are busy spending billions on advertising. At Mint, we're not into wasting money, so we bought this spiffy stock footage for $500. Our footage also came with another hand, so we can let you know if you switch to Mint, you'll get 3 months free on all of our plans, even unlimited. Feels like that deserves an exclamation point. Whoa, easy. Easy.
Next season on Fansville, presented by Dr. Pepper.
A Category 5 wave has broken containment from the stadium and is heading straight for Fansville.
A tsunami wave?
No. Something is coming.
Oh no, it's the wave.
I refuse to participate in this.
The wave? What is this, the 80s?
Next season.
Make sure there's Dr. Pepper in there.
Prepare to cheer. Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Deep sea driving, I see.
Something like that.
Well, here's something else. With your Farmer's Policy perk, new car replacement, you can get a new one.
That is something else.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmer's Policy perks.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Get up, get moving, and gradually reduce grays the easiest way. Just step into the shower with Just for Men Control GX shampoo. The first and only shampoo that blends away a little gray with every wash for a subtle, natural look. Control GX from Just for Men.
Tough as Nails returns January 4th on CBS.
Welcome to Lingo.
Let's do it.
Contestants will be shown the first letter of a word. All they have to do is guess that word.
Bacon. B-A-C-O-N.
Wow!
Lingo. Series premiere January 11th on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
So the Saints get it back after the turnover on downs. Cleveland unable to capitalize or convert on a 4th and 2. Kevin Stefanski play calling certainly would be questioned if Cleveland is unable to win this game. Can Andy Dalton and company capitalize and build on this 7-point lead? Jay, take us back to that 4th down and short.
The first thing is you didn't have Chubb. That's Kareem Hunt in the backfield, so you don't have Chubb. And you're going to try to go play action and take a shot. But you did that on 3rd down as well. You went play action and you kept Deshaun Watson in the pocket. Now you just drop him straight and you try to take a shot down the field. That's a low completion throw on any day, much less on a day where the windshield is -15 and you got wind behind your back and it's a tough day. You know, and you just ran the ball really successfully. Got first downs, it came out, and then you choose on those 2 plays not the round the ball. I think Kevin Stefanski is going to question himself on those 2 play calls.
2nd and 6. Now hoping his defense can bail him out. They get the push there they were looking for. Alvin Kamara buried. Jordan Elliott making first contact. They dump him for a loss of 3.
Yeah, Alex Wright in there making a play as well. And that's a big stop because they're not going to kick a field goal. New Orleans isn't without getting a first down. So if you can hold them here, they're probably going to punt the ball. You get a stop and get the ball back with 5 minutes or so left and try to go down there and try to tie this game up.
Keep in mind, no Jadeveon Clowney today defensively for the Browns. Can they get a stop here? 3rd and 9 with 5.5 left.
Watch Kamara out of the backfield.
Dalton throws up the seam. It's incomplete.
Oh, my word.
Boy, did the wind get it a little bit just as it got to Kirkwood.
Andy Dalton has made 2 throws on 3rd. This ball is right there. Watch it hit Kirkwood in the head. The ball just hits him right in the head. He may think it's going to come over. It's a good throw by Dalton, but Kirkwood's got to turn and go up and catch that ball with his hands instead of waiting for that ball to come over. You know, you talked about he just got brought up and couldn't make that play. And the Browns get the stop they need and they force the punt. Now, I would come after this right here if I'm Cleveland.
Gilligan has been awfully good angling these punts inside the 10-yard line, but this one will sail into the end zone, and the Browns are going to get it at their 20 with Deshaun Watson down 7 with 5 and change left. Tomorrow it's a special Christmas day on the NFL on CBS when the Broncos will take on the Rams. It begins at 4 Eastern with the NFL Today. Then next Sunday it's an NFL on CBS doubleheader headlined by key matchups including the Broncos and the Chiefs, Dolphins and the Patriots, as well as the Vikings heading to Lambeau to take on the Packers. It all begins with the NFL Today, noon Eastern. Happy holidays from the NFL on CBS.
Well, you got 5 minutes left. You're down 7. You got all 3 timeouts. You know, in the NFL, it's always about players, not plays. And so if you're Kevin Stefanski, rely on your best players, your running back and your offensive line. If they beat you and they stop you, fine. Don't leave this game without testing this run defense on this critical drive of the Saints.
They begin with 5 and change left. Chubb close to the 30-yard line. Good drive starter as Chubb gashes him for 9. And he is now over 90 yards on the day.
I would keep running him until they stop it.
Jay, it just seems obvious at this point, especially over these last 2 possessions. Chubb churning out those yards on his legs. Breaks the initial tackle, and that second effort is going to get him the first down.
Yeah, really good second effort. The Saints defense did a good job of getting penetration at the point of attack and stopping it. Chubb spins back in his second effort, gets that first down. We haven't seen in the second half Deshaun Watson run the ball.
If Cleveland loses this game, they're mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. Of course, those playoff hopes dimming even with a win. But can they keep their playoff hopes alive here with 4 and change left? Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. And the Browns in a 7-point hole.
Play there by David Onyemata.
2nd and 10. Watson fakes the give over the middle. And he finds the tight end, David Njoku. Brought down just shy of the 40. They pick up 8. Nice open field tackle by Tyrann Mathieu.
Seems like we're just in this situation about this part of the field. Third and short. And I think they just brought Kareem Hunt back into the game again. There's Chubb on the sideline.
This is where Hunt has been dangerous on these 3rd down plays. The give to Hunt needed the 41 and appears to have it for Cleveland. First down, Browns.
Clock's down to 3 minutes. You have 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, so plenty of time. But because of the conditions and the inability really to throw the ball, you still have to be in somewhat of a hurry.
Watson, they give him time, broken up, incomplete. Throwing into double coverage for Donovan Peoples-Jones. And Bradley Roby among the defenders there for the Saints.
Yeah, Roby almost intercepts his pass. He reads it perfectly, jumps the route, and he's right there, and it hits him. He could have picked that off and really almost ended that game for the Saints. And again, we're throwing on 1st and 10 when we're running the ball successfully in a situation where it's difficult to throw the ball.
It was Lante Taylor, their highly touted rookie, who's just been off the charts on the coverage on the play when Roby came over to help. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground game with Chubb, but he's going to lose yardage. Caden Ellis. Boy, how good has he been with the injuries that they've had to contend with? No Pete Werner in this game, and Ellis dumps him for a loss of 3.
Well, and they know, this Saints defense knows where Chubb likes to run the ball. 80% of the time he likes to run the ball outside. That's where the majority. So they're stacking that to the side of Chubb. That's where you got to keep the ball with Deshaun and let him use his legs.
Certainly 2-down territory, just trying to get some of it back here. 3rd and 13. Watson fires, incomplete. Donovan Peoples-Jones, and once again it's that rookie Taylor. And now a penalty marker is thrown from way back in the Saints secondary. What's the call here?
Holding. Defense, number 29. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
Wow. Paulson Adebo penalized. What a game changer that is for the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, they bailed out this Cleveland offense. Here's Amari Cooper on the opposite side of the field. And he just grabs him a little bit, and he was wide open there too. But it was that grab, that pull on the break that they called. Life for the Browns team. That was iffy for sure. There wasn't a lot there.
Big break for the Browns. Can they capitalize? Fresh set of downs. Could be the final play before the 2-minute warning. This is Chubb looking for a seam. Unable to bounce it to the outside. As that will take us to the 2-minute warning here in Cleveland. Buckle up. Cleveland down 7. Looking for some late game magic on CBS.
Little Caesars Detroit-style deep dish pizza has caramelized crispy cheese edges and a soft, chewy center. Do you love it, Matthew Stafford?
I'm not a walking billboard.
Okay, never mind.
Pizza, pizza.
Get Little Caesars Detroit-style deep dish pizza for just $8.99.
Pizza, pizza.
With DirecTV, I can get live TV and on demand together. Football, Housewives. Football, Housewives. Whoops. I just want to talk.
Get your TV together. Call 1-800-DIRECTV to save up to $120.
It takes fight to be a full-time fan. There'll be early check-ins and late shifts, good days and bad ones. But you'll never quit because you're in this together. It won't always be easy, but when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. Modelo, brewed for full-time fans, brewed for those with a fighting spirit.
Did you know Google makes a phone? Do you know about its camera? Like the way it fixes blurry photos. Magically erases annoying distractions. and even fixes photos taken with your old phone. Now that you know all that, did you know switching has never been easier? Start fixing with Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google. Get Google Pixel 7 Pro for free. Plus, get Pixel Watch, Pixel Buds Pro, and more for free.
I have something for you.
I have something for you, too.
Just announced in time for the holiday. Get 1.9% APR for 5 years on all 2022 GMC Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab models. Visit your local dealer today.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Google Pixel 7 and by DirecTV. Get your TV together.
A reminder to keep it here. The State Farm postgame show comes your way next. JB, Phil, Boomer, and Coach Cower standing by from our CBS studios to get you all the latest NFL scores and highlights. Week 16, all to come on the State Farm postgame show. 2nd and 8, final 2 minutes. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. The Saints trying to get one here in Week 16. They're up 7. Watson back to the air, felt the pressure. It's incomplete. A little bit too far in front of Cooper. Well, Jay, those two just can't seem to get on the same page.
Well, and he had Cooper on the crossing route. I mean, it was there. They've had issues throughout the day. There's the deep ball. He couldn't find Donovan Peoples-Jones. Andy Dalton having trouble. Cooper can't keep his feet on this one. It's just a tough day throwing the ball. But right now, 3rd and 8. You're in 2-down territory.
See what Watson has done on the day. In the half, he's only 4 of 12. 3rd and 8. Watson over the middle. That time able to connect. It's Cooper inside the 45-yard line, and a big, big first down connection. They pick up 9.
You go with the stack, and then Cooper with his good route running. They quickly get to the line here to snap it under 2 minutes, 1:38 and counting.
Browns now going tempo. See what they've done. 11th play of the drive. 1st and 10. Watson climbs the pocket. Everyone covered. Watson going down.
You got to use a timeout here.
First sack for the Saints. Onyemata and Street able to wrap him up for the Saints.
Yeah, that's one Deshaun should have just taken off. They tried to go quick, go with tempo. It's not there. And as Deshaun gets to the top of his drop right here, when it's not there, if he takes off and goes, there's a seam right there. Go. He doesn't. He waits and hesitates, and then the defense is able to collapse on him. I think if he takes off and goes right away, he picks up maybe the first down.
Big play by Onyemata in Street. And the first sack, in fact, for either of these two teams. So buck 23 forced Kevin Stefanski to take that timeout right here. 2nd and 13. How does Deshaun Watson now navigate this 2-minute drill in his 4th start with his new team? Watson faking to Hunt. Underneath to Hunt. Going nowhere. Matthew played it perfectly.
It would have been better off with an incomplete pass there. They catch it, and now the clock continues to run down to a minute as they're trying to get lined up, and they can't allow this clock to continue to run.
Well, they lose about 23 seconds of game clock right there. 3rd and 13. Watson's pass up the seam. It is caught. What a snatch by Cooper. In tight coverage, they pick up 14. And a first down for Cleveland. Kevin Stefanski taking his 2nd timeout with 51 seconds left. Another chance to remind you to keep it here for the State Farm postgame show. JB and the fellas standing by. Take around the league with some critical playoff implication scores to share on the State Farm postgame show.
This is just a difficult catch. He knows he's got to go down and get behind the sticks to get the first down. Contested, physical catch. Cooper going up, securing that ball and bringing it down, again, giving this Browns team life. One timeout left now, 51 seconds.
Now they've got a lead on that passing game. Watson over the middle, it's caught. And another big play, it's David Bell. They pick up 18. Clock stopped as they reset the chains crew to buy him some seconds. So, Jay, they take it right here. They're going to put a second back on the clock, 42 seconds. So they're out of timeouts. 1st and 10.
That's one I think you could have possibly ran up there and spiked the ball. It probably would have ran down another 10 seconds. You get to 33 seconds, and then you have one timeout. Because you called the timeout, now you don't have any timeouts left. And now you can't afford a sack. You really can't afford to complete the ball inbounds for no gain. You want to look to score in the end zone here. Obviously, Cooper up top.
We will have bonus coverage from Chicago coming up. The Bills up 8 as they go down the stretch with the Bears. 43 seconds. Watson, fresh set of downs, throws towards the end zone, incomplete. Looking for Cooper. And terrific coverage for the Saints.
The isolated Cooper up top, trying to get him in a matchup that they like, trying to go back to the corner of the end zone. Really nothing there, nowhere to go with that ball. Smart play by Deshaun Watson just to throw it away.
Again, the Browns eliminated from playoff contention if they lose this game. 38 seconds. Cleveland franchise that has made just one playoff appearance over the last 19 years. Back in Kevin Stefanski's first year here in 2020. 2nd and 10. Here they come. Watson protected, throws in the face of pressure. Back corner of the end zone, incomplete. Donovan Peoples-Jones nearly had it. And what a recovery by this kid, Alontae Taylor. Sensational.
Deshaun bought time, and that ball is there. If Peoples-Jones makes that catch, I think he scores. And the ball bounces off of his shoulder and his hands. And now they have to go back and dial up a new play. But that was there to be made. The game was there to be tied. They couldn't bring it in.
What does Kevin Stefanski dial up here? 30 seconds, no timeouts. It's 3rd and 10. Watson over the middle, incomplete. My goodness, Njoku couldn't squeeze it.
That was there as well. I mean, that ball is a good ball by Deshaun Watson. Going to his tight end. We've seen Njoku do this before. There's the ball. It goes right through his hands. 2 plays in a row. His receiver and his tight end can't bring it in. And now we have 4th down.
Jay, that's a touchdown.
Both of them, yeah. And that's one that his tight end should have made. I know it's cold. I know there's elements, but you got to bring that in.
Njoku had that incredible catch against Tampa Bay just a couple of weeks back. 4th and 10. It comes down to this for Cleveland. 23 seconds. Watson all day to throw. Now here they come, and they bury him. Carl Granderson turning out the lights for the Saints.
What a play by Granderson, because he was in coverage. Watch Granderson here. Here he is. He's going to drop in coverage, and then he's going to come up on Deshaun. He drops in coverage. He's into his zone. Now he comes back and looks. Now he comes all the way back up in the middle, and then he comes up and makes this play to seal the win for the Saints and keep their playoff hopes alive.
Dennis Allen with the reaction. What a difficult season 1 it's been for him down in the Big Easy. But how about Granderson? All that girth, Jay, doing it against one of the most elusive quarterbacks in the NFL. As the New Orleans Saints win it on this Christmas Eve in Cleveland and keep their dimming playoff hopes alive. There's your final. Coming up next, this State Farm postgame show. Now for Jay and Didi, rest of our crew, Spiro Ditas, saying Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, as we go to James Brown in New York.